Hi, I'm Mandy Naglich. I am super excited to help Emily with this workshop today, and I hope I have some useful knowledge for you guys. So first, my name is Mandy, and my social media handles are Beers with Mandy.
Hi everyone, my name is Alyssa Thorpe. I am the creator of Southern Beer Girl, mostly on Instagram. You can also find me on Facebook and a little bit on YouTube.
My name is Dion Roberts. I'm the editor of Rocky Mountain Food Report. Our handle on Instagram is at Rocky Food Report.
It's kind of a funny story how I got started. I actually am a professional brewer myself, and I started Southern Beer Girl right when I started going into the professional world of brewing.
Rocky Mountain Food Report is a food and beverage news site that's focused on the Rocky Mountain region's craft scene.
I got my certified Cicerone, and I was excited and wanted to share.
I started posting a lot of pictures on my personal Instagram page of me homebrewing at home.
Now, my posts are a little more thoughtful, and I think more about what I'm putting out there now that I've been doing it for almost 2 years.
And it's like kind of slowly morphed into this thing where I advocate for diversity in the industry.
To really put out smaller little nuggets of information.
I was gaining a lot of new followers, and I kind of just decided I don't want that to be all of my personal Instagram, so decided to start what is Southern Beer Girl today.
Instagram is where I put most of my content, and I think I have about 8,000 followers right now.
I'm a little over 5,000.
The last time I checked, it was 33.5 thousand followers, which is insane to even say that number today.
2 years ago, it was less than 1,000. So we've definitely shown a lot of growth.
I don't know, why that many people are totally interested in what I'm doing with my life, but it's worked out so far. So
when you're starting out, it's really important to jump on trends right away, use hashtags.
My relationship building really hasn't changed over the years.
I have people that give a shit about what I'm actually writing, which is really lovely.
It's really just being responsive to people.
Once you become more established, you don't really have to worry about looking out so much. It's more about what you're putting out there.
And I think speaking out in authentic ways is really important.
I feel like I can even be a little bit more myself.
Posting things about, feminism and women power and diversity in the industry.
I can share even more personal pieces of myself in my brand and kind of feel like I have that connection with my followers and my readers.
What are some of the most authentic ways to attract and retain followers?
Asking questions in the caption and then actually caring about reading the answers.
Know your audience, know the demographic that you're shooting for.
The most authentic thing you can do is show the boring day-to-day moments of what creating your product is, because that's actually the most interesting thing to your followers.
Involving people in your posts tend to do better.
I also think admitting when you are a little confused or surprised by something, giving your real emotions.
Posting regularly is very important. I think with the Instagram algorithm, posting literally every single day on your stories.
Authenticity, this is something that we touched on. I gained a lot from sitting on the social media panel at RadCraft's conference last year with Alyssa Thorpe, who's Southern Beer Girl, and she talks a lot about authenticity.
Just being real and passionate, and we're all, in the beer industry, and just expressing that excitement behind it.
Sharing pieces of yourself, being a real person, people just pick up on that stuff, and it really does create engagement and connection with your followers.
Suggestions for people who are just getting started on social, especially with gaining followers.
How to work Instagram in general. I feel like there's a lot of people who don't even know how to look at their insights, or don't know, what hashtags they're supposed to be using, or what's the appropriate way. Should I put the hashtags in the comments? Should I put it in the post? I would encourage you to really research these things.
Just makes a world of difference if your photos are edited well or lighted well.
Just kind of beginning to create a consistent social media presence. So even if it just starts off as, say, 3 times a week, really being committed to those postings.
Go find influencers or even semi-influencers to comment on and interact with, get their advice and feedback.
Instagram really likes to see you commenting on other pages or interacting with other people, because that's what social media is all about.
Consistency is key for someone that's new.
The most important thing is just to the algorithm from a business perspective is consistent posting.
Commenting on their stuff, I think has been really important for me.
Don't be afraid, like hashtags are a great way to be discovered, and people think they're a little corny, but they work.
And then for more established businesses, I would say dedicate the time for social media.
You can start coming up with something like maybe every Monday you're doing a specific post.
I think as you go forward and you attract more followers, then you can start to share those genuine pieces of yourself.
Setting aside time, an hour, 2 hours every single day, where you're creating content, you're planning out posts, or you're posting stories, and it's not the same thing every day.
Doing Instagram lives when you have a big enough audience to interact with is really fun for your followers.
Thinking of different creative ways to make yourself stand out.
And I think trying to get people to tag you in their stories and reshare them.
Follow people that are popular. Look at what they are doing. Don't necessarily copy them, but obviously they're doing something right.
Sometimes just getting your brand out there, a little name recognition, and then kind of telling more of your story, just like reading a book or an article, you are going to kind of introduce something and then get into the meat of it. I think that's what your feed should really look like and how you should go forward for your social media presence.
What's more important, the number of followers or the engagement of followers?
Definitely engagement.
I definitely think engagement is the most important.
Engagement, 100%, is way more important.
First of all, because it helps you be seen more in the algorithm.
Numbers really don't matter. If you have a high engagement, that is so much more important.
And what's the point of having someone who's just passively like looking at your pictures of beer?
Engagement is what I'm about, and especially lately, and the current state of affairs, I want to use that platform to speak to that.
If they're actually engaged in learning from you or asking you questions or giving you feedback, that's so much more valuable.
I feel like my audiences, those are kind of my people.
And even though I have that high number of followers and I'm still gaining new followers every day, I don't care about that. I care about the engagement, and that is the part that takes true work.
People really do resonate with someone that can be vulnerable, creating a brand that encompasses what you believe in, your mission statement, and sharing that and being true to that really does, affect people in a positive way. It creates a better brand for you, for your business, and it just, you're being really straight up about who you are and what you're about, and I think people they want to keep it real, so they see that even through the Instagrams. So thanks for having me on, Emily. See y'all on the 26th.
Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or thoughts. Happy to help. Like I said, Beers with Mandy, and good luck.